Well, hello everyone. Alejandro J. Tornato. I am the founder and CEO of Tornato Speaking, Leadership, and Coaching LLC. And so great to reconnect with all of you once again. I love it. I hope that you are having a fantastic day so far. And uh, Today, as you can see on the title, I'm going to be sharing very quickly two recipes for life. Two recipes for life. The first recipe is a recipe for a miserable life. And I hope that you do not take this recipe, but I'm going to share it with you in case that to prevent you uh, from um, from getting into this or having this recipe in your life. This is a recipe for a miserable life. If we focus on what others have and what we don't have, you see, that's a recipe for a miserable life. And I was so guilty years ago because all my concentration was on what other people had, on what other people enjoyed that I did not have and that I did not enjoy. You see, I was living my life constantly comparing myself to others, to my friends, to other people, to people that even I did not know, but I read about, or maybe I watched on TV about what they had. Perhaps they were millionaires, they were very wealthy, and I was not. And so I wanted to have what they had, and I was not fulfilled with what I had. I was not thankful for what I had. And that is, my friends, a recipe, a very strong recipe for a miserable life. When we play the comparison game, I am not as good as, and you can fill in the blank. I don't have as much as, boom, and fill in the blank. I am not as well known or famous as, boom, and you fill in the blank. And you keep living your life consistently, day after day after day, with that comparison in between your ears, in your mind. It's always in your mind, and you cannot get it out of your mind. That would eventually drive you nuts, crazy, and it will lead to, it's a recipe, it's a sure recipe for a miserable life. And the second one is to be jealous of other people's strengths while focusing on your weaknesses. Has it happened to you? You're jealous because you see other people's strengths. But instead of you focusing, putting your focus and your attention in your own strengths, you are putting attention in your areas of weakness as opposed to your areas of strength. You see, I remember John Maxwell, one of my mentors. very often says, you see, there are people who put their attention and who want to work on their weakness because they want to improve their weakness. And he says, okay, if on a scale of 0 or 1 to 10, if you work on your weakness, you can raise the level of your weakness, let's say from a 3 perhaps to a 4. And a 4 is still not good. And that's what happens when you work on your weakness. It says, but rather than concentrating on your weakness, if you put all of your attention, all of your determination, all of your passion into your strength, into the areas of strength, then if your strength is perhaps at a 7 or 8, and if you work on that area, you can raise it to a 9 or even a 10. So what do you think that is going to benefit you long term much more? Working on your weakness that you can raise perhaps to a 3 or to a 4 maximum, or to your strength that you can really raise it all the way to a 10. That's what happens. Don't be jealous of other people's strengths while you are putting all of your mind and focus on your weakness. No. Change your mindset. Begin to put attention, to pay attention, and to work diligently on your area or areas of strength, and raise the level of those areas. And it's going to profit you so much more. So those two things are the first, the recipe for a miserable life. Now, very quickly, let me give you the recipe for a happy and prosperous life. First, be thankful for what you have. Be thankful for what you have. It doesn't matter, you may have very little or you may have very much, or somewhere in between that line. It doesn't matter. Be thankful for what you have, and be thankful for where you are in your life journey. There are people who are very far in their journey. There are people who they are just starting their journey, and some people who are somewhere in between. That could be you. You could be farther along the way, you could be a little bit behind, or you could be somewhere in the middle. It doesn't matter. Be thankful for where you are and for what you have and for what you do. Now, there was another mentor of mine who used to say something very wise. It says, Alejandro, always be thankful for what you have, but never be satisfied with what you have. Always be thankful for what you do and for who you are, but never be satisfied for who you are and for what you do. And it got me thinking back then, well, be thankful, but do not be satisfied. And it makes sense, my friends. You see, we are spiritual beings, and as spiritual beings, our spirit is always thriving for more. To be more, to do more, and to have more. Not just to be satisfied with where we are. No. Be thankful, yes. Be satisfied, not. Be always dissatisfied because you're thriving for more. You want to achieve more. You want to get to the next level. And so there's always that dissatisfaction within each of us because we want to get to that next level. So be thankful for what you have. Focus on your strengths. Focus on your strengths, not on your weaknesses, but focus on your strengths. Try to always be in your strength zone, doing what you love doing what you are called to your life purpose. Be on that strength zone. And third, celebrate the strengths of others. Do not be jealous about other people's strengths. Do not be frustrated that they have more, that they have gone further in their journeys. Don't look down on them. Celebrate their victories. Celebrate their successes. Celebrate other people's strengths. Because that will help your heart to rejoice and to inspire you, to motivate you to continue reaching higher, jumping higher, moving farther. So those are the two recipes that I wanted to share with you. One for a miserable life, and the second one for a fulfilled life, for a prosperous life, for a happy life. So thank you so very much. If I can help you in any way, my business, Tornato Speaking, Leadership and Coaching LLC. If you need a motivational speaker, an inspirational speaker, a transformational speaker, please reach out to me. If you want coaching, whether one-on-one coaching or a group coaching, I am a leadership development coach. I love to develop leaders, to emerging, aspiring leaders, to help them lead their way into significance, to lead their way into influence, because that's what leadership is all about, is influencing others for good. And so please reach out to me. I would love to help you in any way I can. Thank you so very much for allowing me to connect with you one more time. And until the next time, have a great rest of the day and be well.